What about this Inquisitor? Greta?
Greta, exactly. She just turned up one day and started telling about faith and church and sacred stuff. Being somewhat more restrained, good old Father Bartholomew simply didn't have a chance, especially after McCallum got all head up and joined Greta's side.
Can you tell me how to get to Heaven's Hope?
Sure, it's easy. You just head through the woods and you're almost there. But listen, you aren't planning on just marching into Heaven's Hope in that tattered angel's costume, are you?
I already told you. This is not a costume. This is my aviator's uniform.
Yeah. Because you're an angel. Sure you are. No matter what you is or ain't, you can't march into Heaven's Hope in that get-up and say you're an angel.
I am!
An angel. Heard you the first time. But even if you are an angel, you can't let them know in Heaven's Hope. And that's why you need new clothes before you can go into town.
But where am I supposed to get those from?
Looky here, I'm just trying to keep you from being burnt alive in the marketplace. I ain't your personal fashion consultant. You're the angel. You think of something.
What have you got against my aviator's uniform?
Well, nothing. Except it's all tore up and looks like a cheap angel costume, and you want to wear it into a city where the Inquisition's pulling all the strings.
I'll be going then.
Stop. That belongs to Bill. You can't just take it.
Say, can I have the cheese? The one from your parlor?
Sure. Just help yourself to a piece.
What do you do here?
Farming and ranching.
No, I mean here, in this part of the world. You said you come from somewhere else.
Oh, I'm from Tennessee, which is in the New World. Well, ain't so new anymore. But that's what they call it here. Long time ago now.
Then why did you come here?
My beloved wife Stacy, God rest her soul, she was born here in England, and always wanted to come back. And when the whole thing with the slaves and so on over there started getting worse, well, we decided to move over here.
Your wife died?
Yep, she fell ill shortly after we got the farm up and running. Enough sad stories of days gone by.
I'll be going then. Ah, there's my halo, way up the top of this flue. That's not easy to get to. Good idea, but then my halo would fall into that filth. Out of the question. So now the nice clean pamphlet is lying in that disgusting filth. That should work, and my halo won't fall into that disgusting filth, but onto that paper instead. Well, finally, my halo! And I'll keep this piece of paper. Oh no, my halo, it's out of power.
What?
It must have lost energy on the impact with this silly matter, and then used the rest for the recovery signal.
Oh, that's not good. You must get it recharged with heavenly energy.
And how is he supposed to do that? He can only get heavenly energy in heaven, and he can only get into heaven with the halo.
Well, then he'll just have to come up with something.
Cheese is always useful. I need heavenly energy. But if I can't go to heaven, then heaven will just have to come to me.
What on earth are you on about now?
No, he's right. It's not a bad idea. If you can manage to get St. Peter to fire some heavenly energy down to the earth, it could charge the halo here. Put it on and give it a try.
Let's talk to St. Peter. Hello, St. Peter. Remember me? No wonder they made you responsible for the weather. Nobody can rely on you, can they? I mean, Jesus tried it. By the way, what happened to him?
Oh, that was really mean, Talorel.
That's right. You have to make him really angry.
Giving you the title Fisher of Men. Talk about a joke! When you were just a man yourself, why, back in the Sea of Galilee, you couldn't even catch a blind fish.
I never would have thought that that would annoy him so much.
You're just like that weathercock up there, going whichever way the wind blows. Oh, does that remind you how you denied Jesus 3 times before the rooster crows? I can hardly remember ever seeing St. Peter this angry. But how can I push him over the edge so that he explodes? Great! I managed to get hit with a load of heavenly energy, but none of it was stored in my halo. Maybe I need some kind of lightning rod.
Whoa! Hey, boy! You just get struck by lightning? And you ain't dead? How about that?
I said I was an angel.
If you done survived that, you really must be an angel.
I'll be going then. Why would I want to do that? Let's talk to St. Peter. Hey, it worked! Thank you, old-timer. No offense. Now I feel like a real angel again. Well, except for the wings.
At least you have your angelic powers back. Now, find a quiet corner where nobody can see you and resurrect that little furball. Quick!
I can't revive the furball here. What if Bill came in? Hello? I'm Talorel.
Good evening, Talorel.
That's a fine coat you have there. Could I perhaps borrow it?
That I cannot do.
I'll give you whatever you want for it.
We haven't known each other for very long. And today, you come to me. For the first time, asking for help and advice, bold as a brass. And you haven't even invited me to your house for a cup of tea yet. Let's be completely open with each other. Do you value my friendship? Or are you afraid of being indebted to me? And you just waltz up to me, don't even know my name, and ask me for my clothes? But you show me not an iota of respect. Don't even ask for my friendship.
Well,
Talorel. What have I done to you to make you treat me so disrespectfully? Had you come to me extending the hand of friendship, then this coat would have already been yours.
Do you want to be my friend?
Bene. Someday, and that day may never come, I'll call upon you to do a service for me.
Oh, okay.
But as long as I haven't done that, you are not getting this coat.
So, is there some little favor I could do for you in order to prove my friendship?
Well, it is autumn, huh? It's windy. Accidents happen.
Yes.
My hat, my father's hat, God rest his soul. If you could get that back for me, I would regard that as a favor.
I'll just go and... could that be one of those hats that strange creature was talking about? But how can I get it? Let's see if that works. Huh? Wait, what? No!
Okay, that worked.
Yeah, sure. But how can I get rid of this lice-ridden furball?
I think you can forget that.
Great. Maybe you are useful for something, little furball. Really? That creature now has its hat back on its head. Now it's in my debt. Hello? I'm Talorel.
Good evening.
I've got your hat.
Well. You really have done me a favor getting that, no?
Would you maybe now be prepared to, swap clothes with me?
Va bene. Accept this coat as a gift, celebrating the first day of our friendship. Just remember, we are friends now.
Yeah, I will. Well, my friend, how are you doing?
Good. It's always good to have friends. Don't you agree?
Oh, yeah. You can't have too many, especially friends who don't scare you half to death. Can you tell me which way to go? That was no help whatsoever, but thank you for the information. Well, what do you say to my fine new threads?
Well, look at you. Quite the gentleman. That looks familiar somehow. At any rate, you can head on into Heaven's Hope now, long as you don't run around telling folks you're an angel.
How can I find this scientist, Bloomford?
Ain't hard. You just head on into Heaven's Hope. His lab is right smack dab in the middle.
And, how do I get to this Heaven's Hope?
Real easy. You just go straight through the woods and then follow the sign. Here, I even got a map for you. Generally speaking, you can't really get lost in Heaven's Hope. The whole city is built around the marketplace. You can tell by the huge pyre in the middle. And if you do manage to get yourself lost someday, just head to the center of town. There's lots of signs there, or you can check your map.
I'll be going then. A little heart carved in there, with the letters S and B in it. Hello?
Rather looks like he's not interested in chatting with you.
Maybe he's just asleep.